superstars of the present and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, every Friday after SmackDown. How's it going, everybody? I see we have Alexa and Cody in here. How are you guys doing?
How's it going, folks? We went live. We're good. We're live on YouTube.
Holy cow. Everything worked. Watch, now the audio will be messed up or something. Did I say this? Was a good Raw? It actually didn't put me to sleep. Well, after I woke up, it didn't put me to sleep.
Guys, this show didn't keep my interest at all. Like, at all.
How are you all awake? Still awake? Well, you see, Scott, by the way, hello. I thought it started off good, and then it went to crap.
It just wasn't good at all.
We live!
Like, I have a major problem with the way they're doing Raw right now.
Everything worked because no one is awake.
I have a major problem with how they are doing Raw at the moment. Okay, one. We see
cool
the
thumbnail.
same...
Bad show. Well, that is why... Are you saying our show is bad? Is that what you're saying, observing stuff?
I wouldn't be shocked by that.
Hello, Mrs. Gleen.
So,
The Fiend Pretzel Hunter is here. God damn it. Wish the Fiend attacked Randy. They're going to play this out. Hello, John Elite. Hello, John L. And this is why I say SmackDown is better than Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, SmackDown is better than Monday Night Raw for one reason, and that one reason is the Mysterio family.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
the only good thing about Raw was Ali versus Ricochet. I didn't even like that much.
But even that wasn't very good. I don't know, dudes. This was just... Bleh. There's so much on this show that's just not good. There's so much that... Okay, let me just pause right there. My biggest issue with Raw at the moment is how many times did we see Randy Orton on Raw tonight? How many times did we see Drew McIntyre on Raw tonight? How many times did we see Miz and John Morrison on Raw tonight? How many times did we see Nia, Shayna, and the entire Survivor Series women's team tonight? They were the entire show.
Yeah.
What?
Scott can't wait for Drew versus Randy next week. What a breaking news match. Yes, that should be the match of the year. Should be exciting. Probably will be billed as match of the year. And you don't want to miss it. So. We know somebody that is going to be Monday Night Raw at Survivor Series. Who's that, John L? Patriots just beat the Jets on a last-second field goal, if anyone cares. Scott, it was probably more exciting than this Raw. December last year, Seth had AOP attack Mysterio, and the feud is still going. Well, we like to keep everything going. Just so, I don't know. Don't know.
So guys, yeah, that's my major problem with Raw tonight, is I feel like it was all the same people, about 18 times, and it's just...
How many times did you see Matt Riddle tonight?
He was out there twice.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that was on this show was on there more than once.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me, dudes? Are you kidding me? In these time slots where you had two people on, you could have taken away one of those opportunities for them to be on TV, to give it to somebody else who's sitting in the back and catering, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But no. But no. I don't...
Yeah, I don't know. Theory on the Lana going through tables. They needed to empty the warehouse. That's what I'm thinking, Scott. They needed to get rid of some tables. So they just went ahead and said, hey, we'll just use these up.
So, yeah, guys.
All right, so we start off. We have a recap of last week. Randy, Drew McIntyre, The Miz, and Morrison, and then The Fiend. So I'm thinking, okay, The Fiend's going to show up tonight. Nope, Fiend didn't show up. He didn't want to visit tonight for whatever reason. And then I thought the best part of the show was here at the beginning. The Miz and Morrison, Miz TV. I thought this was great. I thought this was good what they did with this. Randy comes out as Miz is going to introduce his guests. Tells Miz that you want to take the title. Puts it down, turns his back to him, and says, go ahead, do it.
Also, in this segment, he told Morrison that he was working at, before he came back to WWE, he was working at a, joke of show or something along the lines of that.
Second-rate show.
Second-rate show,
Yeah.
second-rate promotion.
The minor leagues, I think is what he said.
I just find that really laughable because, okay, Randy, go ahead, run your mouth. I know that he probably, because this is Randy Orton, and he thinks very highly of himself, I'm pretty sure he believes that statement, that any brand aside from WWE is far less than
the Fiend
himself.
wanted a day off. The Fiend didn't want to be a part of this show, so he didn't show up.
Well, their show was so bad, it even, pushed the Fiend away.
They're trying to make Lana top babyface so bad, and it's going to fail so bad. I believe it has already failed so bad. Nobody feels sorry for her.
I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, because I got a lot to say about that. So, essentially, the New Day then comes out, and Randy RKO's the New Day. I don't really know This is all setting up the main event, which is New Day and Drew McIntyre versus Miz, Morrison, and Randy Orton. Like I care. Randy RKO's Kofi, and then they attack the New Day. By they, I mean Miz and Morrison, and then McIntyre comes out, and they all run out away, and yeah. That was this. It's
I will say this.
Why? If we're trying to get people to want to watch the show,
Here's
this
why.
is not the way to do this, because this was just not it.
Okay, but here's why I think this is all being done this way. The Miz is not cashing in on Randy Orton.
But I don't care, though. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay,
I already knew that.
But he's not
It would
cashing
be
on Randy Orton.
stupid to cash in on Randy Orton.
Well, he would be, but the fact is, he's going to cash in on the New Day.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
That would be even dumber.
That's
okay?
what they're going to do.
So, we all thought they were going to do that with Otis and in the Money in the Bank briefcase, but no, they never did. They didn't have a plan for Otis and the Money in the Bank briefcase. I highly doubt they have a plan for Miz and the Money in the Bank briefcase. So, I don't know the purpose of this segment. I don't understand why we needed to do this to start off the show. I'm turning into Hakeem, okay? Hakeem is always in the chat. So that's me today after watching this Monday Night Raw. I don't even know what to say about this because it was just
I thought this part was good. I felt this is the best part of the show. I thought this is a good way to start the show.
But see, the thing about this is, none of this kept my interest. This entire show didn't keep my interest.
Well, after
From
this
the
part,
beginning of the show, you think you would want to put on a segment that's going to draw people in and make them want to watch the rest of the show? This segment didn't do that. In fact, I feel like from this segment on, the rest of the show went downhill real quick. So...
Well, I think from this part, it kind of went downhill. John Elite says that would lower the value of the briefcase, Mr. G. They've already lowered the value of the briefcase by having someone else win the briefcase. So it's as low as it can go. They keep messing around. Nia, a big girl, she's going to wind up really hurting Lana. Yeah, probably. Or she won't, because she's had enough practice at this that she knows exactly what she's doing, so she won't hurt her.
I mean, one of the two.
Yeah.
So, after this segment, we have a triple threat match. This is... The winner gets to be added to the final member of the Team Raw Survivor Series team. It's Jeff Hardy, Riddle, and Elias, who all had matches before, and now they're in another match, so... Okay, cool. I didn't actually see this. You can talk about this. But I can imagine that it was great.
Well, it was exciting.
I saw that Elias came out, and then after that, I had something that I needed to do, so I didn't see this.
I liked how they started it with Elias coming out, and then he started to play his song, and then he like looked over like, okay, like they're gonna cut me off.
I imagine this.
And then he started playing the song, and then he looked over like they're gonna cut him off, and then he started playing the song, and he started to play his song, and then Jeff Hardy cut him off. So Jeff Hardy comes out. And then Riddle comes out, and immediately Elias goes after Hardy. And in this match, we had Hardy do a roll-up pin attempt. Then Elias came in and did the same thing. Then Riddle did the same thing. It was just like, after the song and the entrance, it started to go downhill. And so, I do not understand why WWE does this. If the idea was just to get Riddle into the Survivor Series anyway, why didn't they do it a different way? Because throwing him into this Jeff Hardy Elias thing that they're doing makes no sense at all. And I mean, there's no point. So I don't know. So it's Riddle gets the win. A pointless match. Nice throwback shirt, Mr. G. Yes, I went with the throwback because I wanted to go back to when wrestling was good.
Oh, man.
Riddle and Jeff had a bad... There were, observing stuff, there were several bad sequences
I felt so highly about this show that I'm not even wearing a wrestling t-shirt. Like...
she's, like, wore the leopard print stuff.
I am wearing my leopard print gray sweatshirt, for those of you that were wondering. It is far superior than any wrestling t-shirt that I could have worn.
Jeff Hardy versus Elias will go on forever. Yes, I believe so. Love the relationship between babyface and heel with Drew and Sheamus.
I'm going to talk about that. The Jeff Hardy and Elias thing. What is the reason for them fighting at this point? I mean, I understand Elias getting run over with the car. There's been no, Like, there's nothing to it. Like, why don't they just have a chat? And why doesn't Jeff Hardy just be like, hey, dude, well, you, Elias, I didn't run you over with a car, okay? Go back, watch SmackDown from about 3 months ago, maybe a bit further back than that. There's an episode, you can see it on television, I did not run you over with a car. That was not me. I promise you. Let's put this beef behind us. You could be doing bigger, better things than this. I could be doing bigger, better things than this. Let's just move on. But no. They're going to fight each other for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Elias doesn't watch SmackDown and thinks Hardy ran him over. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, Hardy just needs to go up to him and just be like, bro. You obviously didn't see this episode of SmackDown. Go back, go watch it. I promise you I did not run you over with a car. It was not me. It was some dude with red hair who we're assuming is Sheamus.
Hey, sometimes we just assume things and... You know, doesn't matter whether there's facts out there or not. Kind of like today's, like life in general.
Oh, man.
We don't look at facts and go by the facts that are right in front of us.
Not at all. Jeff and Elias can make cool matches, but the feud is bland and dumb. I agree. Elias thinks Jeff hit him with a car, even though evidence says otherwise. Yup. Elias doesn't watch SmackDown, thinks Hardy ran him over. Why would anyone watch the SmackDown from 3 months ago? I mean, I don't know, but just for storyline's
Well, if I'm Elias and I want to find out who hit me, I would be.
Go watch SmackDown. I don't know. Why did they have him beat Sheamus instead? I don't know. I don't know what the whole idea from doing this was. It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
No sense at all. So. Alexa says this storyline between them is the worst. I don't know if it's the worst, but it is one of the worst.
Did y'all notice that Keith Lee caught on to AJ slipping up and saying Matt? I did. I laughed. I thought it was funny. So I don't know, dudes. This is just pointless. Riddle won. He's added a Team SmackDown. This should be fun. We're going to have interactions probably with him. Please tell me you're being sarcastic.
What a show, Best Raw in Ages.
Please.
Hello, Julia.
Please. You gotta be joking, right?
That's what we were just talking about, was how good this is.
Yeah. Nah, I can't lie. This show sucks. It was bad. It was awful. Don't think so. So I don't know. We're gonna have probably a fun interaction between the two dudes that really hate this guy, Seth Rollins and King Corbin. Neither of them like Matt Riddle, but I'm assuming that we're gonna probably have some fun interaction between the three of them at Survivor Series. So that should be entertaining. It'll probably end with the two of them killing Riddle. So that should be fun. I don't know. So Riddle won. It was fine. Or Wriggle, as you wrote in your notes.
Well, that's like because the D and G are close together.
Okay. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah,
we use the S word to describe it. Super duper.
Rod Night was bland. I agree. For some reason, AJ likes Matt Riddle now. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So after this, we have an AJ Styles
promo. Sheamus interrupts him and interrupts AJ's promo. I don't even know what he was saying in his promo. I didn't really care. Talked about his team and things like that.
Okay, so I nearly just threw my pencil into my tea. That would have been epic. So essentially, I did think this was funny. This was probably the funniest part of the show. And so Mrs. Gleen walks into a room with Raw on, sees Randy Orton and Drew again, backs out of room slowly. Me, I wish. I thought Fireface was kind of funny. Yeah, man, I think this was the funniest segment on the show. This was probably the best segment on the show, in my opinion. I thought it was really funny. I laughed at it. Dude, AJ Styles is so short compared to the other 5 dudes that were in the ring with him. You had the super tall guy, the bodyguard of AJ Styles, who's like, heads above all of these other guys.
We're just going to call him super tall guy.
You have Matt Riddle, who's taller than AJ Styles. You have Sheamus, who is taller than AJ Styles. You have Keith Lee and Braun Strowman, who are both taller than AJ Styles. AJ Styles was the shortest dude in the ring, and it really made me laugh. Because I don't know why, but I've never looked at him as being that short. But he was very tiny. So essentially, Sheamus is all like, oh, what Irish stuff. And then AJ's like, let's have this team meeting. And then Sheamus and Braun are like, you're not my captain, AJ. And then Keith Lee is like in the corner laughing. I don't know. And then you have Matt Riddle, who is like, we have nicknames for one another. And, bro, AJ? I don't remember what he called AJ. Pretty sure Braun was the skipper. Keith Lee was... I don't remember what Keith Lee's nickname was either. It was really not funny, but the funny part was, Riddle being like, oh, and your fiery face, to Sheamus. And then Sheamus was like, okay, and what is your nickname? Oh, I've got it. Dopey. And Riddle was like, haha, bro, you guessed it right. That is my nickname. And I was like, dying laughing. I thought this was funny. So, yeah. Oh, Broly. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember now. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah. AJ looks short compared to the OC too. Well, the OC are both like pretty tall dudes, and I mean AJ's just a tiny person, I suppose. So I don't know, man. Keith Lee's was Broly, Maven. See, but it wasn't as interesting as all the rest of them, though. What was AJ Styles' nickname? Anybody remember that?
AJ. Keith Lee. He put Keith Lee.
Oh, was he the captain? He's the captain, isn't he?
The captain.
I think that was his nickname,
yeah.
Right? The captain?
It would have been better if his nickname was offended.
I would have flown. Oh, man.
Riddle should have called him Flat Earth.
Offender. AJ was skipper. I thought that was Braun. What was Braun's nickname then?
Big dude? I don't remember because I missed this part.
Get these hands. I don't know. Skipper? AJ was Skipper? Then what was Braun's nickname? Because I swear to you, he pointed to Braun when he said that. I really paid a lot of attention to this segment, guys. Yeah, that was that. It was great. So then we have Retribution, and Retribution was all like...
Talking about Ricochet.
Being a damn fool!
Yeah.
So...
Pretty much. And Mia Yim speaks.
She talked about Asuka, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, can't wait to see that match. Should be...
Hello, Crazy Ginger.
See, but the thing about it is, that match will be good. The storyline regarding that match will be trash. So...
Yes, it was...
awful.
Not good.
It was bad.
Yeah.
This Raw was bad.
Yes.
So yeah. I think that the match between Asuka and Mia Yim will be good. But the story leading into it will be trash. The match will be good.
Well, it depends. I mean, it's like, if this was Mia Yim versus...
Oh, but it's not
Asuka.
Mia Yim. It's Reckoning.
Yeah, whatever her name is. I don't like what they're doing with it. How you doing,
or
Jack?
Retaliation. Or Reckoning. Or, I don't know. Might be Retribution for all I know either. So...
I didn't care about these nicknames from Riddle. Said John Elite. Jack says, I can't think of a bigger example of gay than me watching this Raw and making 5 pages of notes for it.
That's why I don't take notes, and I just, I used to take notes on these shows. Not anymore. Mr. G does it.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
Or we stole them off the internet.
Hakeem,
how you doing?
Because I can't do it. It's a waste of time. It's like I'm sitting there wasting hours on end just like typing out these notes for this show that's absolutely worthless. So
I don't get this whole segment. The point of it, other than just to like challenge Ricochet.
I don't know. The match is already made for the show, I think. So I don't really know the purpose of doing this. So then we have the Hurt Business, who's backstage, and Drew Gulak shows up, and he's like, the Hurt Business expansion phase 2. And MVP's like, yeah, sorry, dude, we're not accepting applications. And then they were like, they pulled off Gulak's tie, which was just a clip-on, and so they were like, really, dude? You have the audacity to come up to us and, like, ask to be a part of Retribution and you don't even wear an actual tie? And Gulak was like, well, I'm the 24/7 champion, and it's a lot easier when you just have to, like, pull your tie off, to get out of certain situations. So I wear a clip-on tie. And then they beat him up, and then R-Truth pins Gulak, and so then R-Truth is now the 24/7 champion again. Okay, then.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought this was good. I thought, at least the beginning. I kind of like the whole Gulak coming up and saying, hey, expansion phase 2. And then they kind of went downhill from there with R-Truth coming in, and which was expected. So, I don't know. I thought this was okay. The beginning was good, and then it kind of got weak because you knew he was going to beat up, You knew he was going to beat up, or they were going to beat up Gulak, so it was kind of a pointless segment. Only Retribution names I remember is Slapjack and Mustafa Ali. So, have they all got Retribution nicknames now? Yes, next week, the Survivor Series team from Raw will now carry around their nicknames, and they're going to put masks on.
I need everybody to drop their Retribution nickname in the chat. So if you were a part of Retribution, or if you were to be a part of Retribution, which none of you should ever want to be a part of Retribution because you need to have better goals than that.
Well, you should, because you might make it better than it is now.
You should.
Be right back, guys. I'm going to go downstairs for a bit. We'll be right here, Johnny.
You should drop your Retribution name in the chat right now because I need a good laugh.
Hakeem is going to be Mace and T-Bar at the same time.
Well, unfortunately,
we are doing good.
Those names are already taken.
It only takes a few seconds. We'll be here. Slap the man Jack. That is Hakeem. Night Goal.
Those are already the names.
That's pretty good.
Bro.
Night Goal would be cool.
I'd probably just stick with Minion because it's unoriginal and that is what all of Retribution is. So
I'm going to be Yo.
Man.
J-Max is what Jack says. Give me hell yeah. Womble.
Wow.
Why did Retribution go from 12
to 5? I don't know.
They released the other 7. They didn't sign them to contracts.
Oh, man. This Raw was a 2 out of 10. 100%.
2 out of 100.
100%, man. Man, this was... Yikes. Observer.
Observer, that's pretty good. Coming to the ring is Observer.
This was just...
He's going to face Womble.
My name would be
Raw.
Oh, man. My goodness. So yeah, I don't know, man. So after this, we had Lana versus Shayna.
Y'all not seeing my comments? James, where
No,
are
we
your comments?
are. The chat is just moving really fast. Because we have a lot of people in here, so...
Did I miss James' comment?
I don't know. Just type it again.
Yeah, chat's... Yeah, if we miss it, just type it and keep typing it. We'll eventually catch it as it goes by. 10 people watching, only 5 likes. Who's sus? Yeah, who's sus?
You better hit the like button.
Sounds mysterious. They have made the Raw Women's Champion look like Looney Tunes in a joke. Jonelle, that's the way all their titles are right now.
Oh, man.
I see you, James. Observing Stuff says.
Man.
Jack, I love you too. If Ant enters to remember your Womble, unmark out. All right.
Yay for a lot of people
Maybe
in
your
here.
dad should join a WWE. We would.
I would love to.
If they would hire us.
Probably not in the capacity of an on-screen talent because I would rather not. I would never be a wrestler. I don't have the skills. But I don't know. I could definitely write better stories for them. That's for sure.
If you haven't, Maven puts together some like wicked. Some wicked. She does wicked stuff with paint and like
makeup.
Makeup, yeah.
Why
like a
did
makeup
you not
artist.
find the word?
Well, because I was trying to think, because it's not just makeup, because you've done
special effects.
Special effects. There we are. She's done special effects
like movie
with
makeup.
Yeah, like movie makeup.
Kind of, yeah.
Like she made a zombie the other day out of herself, and
it's pretty cool. And do better.
And
makeup.
do better makeup.
Just saying. I could work for backstage and do makeup stuff or storylines. Either or. T-Scar.
Kick stomp. T-Scar.
See, that would have been better marketing for T-Bar, is because they literally could have done something really cool. Like, I mean, you were just talking about makeup and stuff, but they could have done, like, this cool, like, scar over his eyeball. But no.
Yeah.
No. Wasted opportunities. You would write better stories than Vince would tear them up. Man, you're not wrong, though. So we have Lana. I don't know why I said it like that. We have Lana versus Shayna. I was reading Shayna and Lana. I got it. Lana versus Shayna with Nia at ringside. What was the point? Essentially Lana tapped out.
I got my notes wrong to start the whole thing off in the first place.
Why?
Why? Because the first thing I put in when the match before the match even started, I said Lana's going through a table. And
then you had to delete that off.
And then I had to change my notes because Lana didn't go through the table at this time.
Lana would probably be better, my dude. So Lana, she ends up tapping out after Nia's gonna put her through the table, and then Mandy and Dana, who are on commentary, stop her, and they're all like, boom! Nia, stop! Stop! Don't do that! And I'm like, get out of the way, you fools. Do you two want to go through the table? Because I'd gladly sit here and watch that. Because you both suck. So, get out of the way. Just let her put her through the table. We already know what's going to happen. Move. And they're all like, we got to work together because we have Survivor Series and we're going to be on the team. And I'm like, why do I care? Why does anybody care? Why should they care? It doesn't matter, dude. It literally doesn't matter. So, yeah, Mandy and Dana kind of screwed this up. And we're like, oh, don't put her through the table. She's your teammate. And I'm like, so, yeah, then Nia's like, screw you two, you both suck. I wanted to put her through the table. And I'm like, great. So we move on from this segment, and we get Lana and Mandy and Dana backstage, and where Mandy and Dana were both like, "Oh, don't put Lana through the table." We then had them backstage, and they were like, "Lana, you need to keep yourself out of our business because last week we could have won the tag team championships, and you ruined it. Okay, you ruined it." And I'm like, "But wait a second. You were just defending this chick who was just about to get put through a table, and you're all like, we don't like you. Mind your own business." And I'm like, make up your minds. Do you like her or not? Because you look like a bunch of idiots when you're literally standing there 2 seconds prior, and you're like, "Don't put her through the table." And then you're like, "Stay out of our business." You are literally a bunch of buffoons, okay? Buffoons. Just stop. You'd be better off not being on TV because you can't decide whether you want to be a face or a heel. Good grief. Oh, don't forget Shayna injured Lana's arms. I freaking hate these segments. I cannot wait for the moment that, like, Shayna and Nia are the only two people left on TV with Asuka because this blows. This is awful. Like, Lana sucks. Mandy sucks. Dana sucks. They're all terrible. Terrible actresses.
You should be able to play.
They're awful. I don't want to see it at all. They're just bad. Like, go away. Go away. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Let's go, Maven. This is schoolgirl acting rubbish.
Like, literally, though. It's like dumb stuff. But this is like what Mandy does. If you paid attention to Mandy Rose's storylines over the last 5 years she's been in WWE, all of them are about stupid things. Do we remember when Mandy was all like, "I look better than you, Nikki. You just want to be me. You want to be me because I look great. And I'm Mandy Rose. And I'm beautiful. And you suck. And you just want to be me." And I'm like, could we not? Is this really all we got for you females on the show? Is I look better than you? No, I look better than you. No, you just want to be me. I'm so evil. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
Whoa. Hold it right there. Don't you mean we could book WWE better, Maven? Yes.
Anybody
A
can
lot of
book
people
WWE better.
book WWE better. James, and also happy Veterans Day of the 82 Infantry Division, Desert Storm, U.S. Army. Yes, happy Veterans Day, James. We appreciate everything you did. All right. Are you done ranting on that one?
No.
So you can get ready for the next one?
Yep.
You sure?
Yeah, my tea's gone. It was kind of cold to begin with,
Well,
but it's gone now.
That sucks, man.
And I don't have anything else to drink, which
No.
kind of sucks, but...
You kind of messed that up, didn't you?
Yep.
Should have known you were going to rant. You should have known you were going to rant with this show.
Mandy Rose and Sonya was the only good rivalry. But see, the only reason that was good was because of Sonya Deville. Mandy Rose sucks. She can't wrestle. She couldn't put up a table. I'm surprised that they didn't go through with the feud of Mandy Rose versus the table, the best of 7. I'm really shocked that they didn't do that. Because it was... I mean, the table really beat her up in that match with Sonya.
She would have lost.
Sonya didn't beat Mandy up. It was the table. It was Mandy versus the table, essentially.
Mandy and Otis's last months together, man. I thought that was a good storyline.
Okay, that was good for a second. For 1 second. And then I didn't care about it because the only good part about it was Sonya freaking Deville.
Well,
and then Sonya freaking Deville was taken off of television and I didn't care.
But the thing
My
is,
excitement level for that went back down to about 0.5. So...
But the thing was, is I mean, even that was they didn't do anything with it. They, like, killed it.
Well, they did stupid stuff with it.
So that's why, you lose, like, that whole storyline because of the way they did it.
Hakeem, then they couldn't put up the table. Their match was good as well. Hakeem, did we watch the same thing? I don't know if you were hanging out with Gimme a Holy Yeah at the time that this happened. But we were on that show, or they were on our show. I don't remember. But we were, like, sitting there, like, laughing at this match because it was bad. Like, it was bad. And it wasn't because Sonya was bad. It was like Mandy was bringing this match down. Like, it was bad.
Like, it was bad.
It was really bad.
Really, really bad.
Bad. Like, Mandy, like, ruined this match. Like, if Mandy hadn't been in this match, it would have been good. But then there would have been no match because it was Sonya versus Mandy. So
she could have took on the table.
I mean, she could have.
The match was tremendously awesome. Yep, I'm gonna agree with you, Hakeem. Match of the year.
No.
Right there with
R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley from last week.
Yeah. The top of the game.
So guys, after this we have
AJ Styles. He introduces Keith Lee.
Really bad. It was bad.
Riddle, Sheamus, and Braun Strowman.
But wait. You already had this up here in the show before.
No, but he actually introduces them. He calls them out. This is when they're in the ring.
This was a match?
Yeah.
You wrote this in really weirdly.
Well, I just took notes. I didn't, write everything down.
Oh.
Plus the fact I was, wrestling with your brother.
Rivalry of the year. Your Twitch. We did.
I had a better match wrestling with a 2-year-old than they had on some.
See, the rivalry was good.
Aside.
The match itself sucked. It was bad.
And women's match of the year. That's right, Hakeem.
So AJ Styles is the guest referee in this match. It's Braun Strowman and Sheamus versus Riddle and Keith Lee. I love that Mr. G wrote in his notes. He said, "No point to this match." That pretty much sums up what I'm going to say about it. Riddle won. He pinned Sheamus, and that was that. It is what it is.
That was it.
We then have Alexa Bliss in the back with Nikki Cross, and Nikki is like, "Alexa, you need to choose me or him. Please choose me. Pick me. Choose me. Love me. Be my best friend. Can you do that?" And Alexa was like, "No, I choose him. Sorry." And that was that.
So here's the question.
Alexa's first feud is going to be with Nikki.
Well, do they pull her into the Firefly Funhouse?
I don't know, but Alexa's first feud is going to be with Nikki.
Well, I agree. I think that's what's going to happen.
If Nikki's going to lose, and then maybe they pull her in, but I don't know for sure.
Because looking at it, I think Nikki would fit in with that group anyway. So I think that would be good. I mean, I don't see any reason why she couldn't, fit right in with Bray and Alexa and do a crazy, quirky thing. I think she would do a good job at that.
I don't know. It wouldn't be bad.
Somebody says, I thought Titus was going to get a rope break. I kind of hoped he did. Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do too. Riddle accidentally headbutted Keith Lee once he rolled out of the ring after the match. Well, it happens sometimes. No, don't get the Funhouse too crowded. I thought that they were going to have Nikki be part of it anyway. And then
I think Alexa's the right choice. I don't necessarily think you need Nikki Cross in there. While I don't think it would be bad, I don't know that it's necessarily necessary.
Yeah. Funhouse doesn't need more people. The Funhouse needs all kinds of people.
No, I don't think it does.
It's called the Funhouse for a reason.
I don't think it does.
It's where, all the fun people go. So then, we get another outstanding match. Titus O'Neil comes out and basically challenges Bobby Roode.
It wasn't Bobby Roode, it was Bobby Lashley.
Why'd I say Bobby Roode?
Because that's what you typed.
Yeah, I typed it down that way. See, this is what happens when you're chasing around the 2-year-old.
Oh, man.
So he chased around Lashley, and then... look, I even put Lashley down here, and I wrote the wrong name there.
So Lashley won.
This looks like your notes.
Again, you wrote no point match.
Yeah, there's no point to this match. See, that's how interested I was.
Oh, man, that's funny.
So, I mean, what was the point?
There was no point.
I thought maybe they were going to have Titus O'Neil win.
No.
And do something along those lines.
No. Why?
Nope.
Why do that?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Riddle accidentally headbutted Keith Lee once he rolled out of the ring after the match. I missed that.
I already read that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I missed that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
And then I read the next one. It says, no, don't get the Funhouse too crowded.
Oh.
And John also says, I like Mandy Rose. And then Observing says, yeah, the Funhouse doesn't need to be more people. And then Jack said, my notes were mainly me wondering why people like Riddle still have a job, and if it means I was someone evil like Jack the Ripper, Roger Goodell in a past life. And then John L. says, you can't blame that on Mandy Rose. That's the writers backstage, Vince McMahon.
But it's...
I don't know. I think
but
that...
Mandy
I'm
just
sorry,
sucks.
I just think
she's just a bad wrestler. She doesn't have any personality. She's not a good actress.
No.
And it is 100%
She
her.
is a terrible actress.
It's her.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... Sure, the crap that they give her is crap, but if she delivers it that way, that's on her. Not the writers. That's her.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's on her. It's like, she is not good at what she does.
Ooh, David Bowie writing a tiger on a rainbow has joined the chat. Haha, yes they did, Jack. Hakeem says, hashtag Mandy deserves better. Hashtag no.
Yes.
Hashtag no.
Quick question. What's the point of having a point when there's no point? Well, you see, the point of that is to get your point across.
Liv is worse. Come at me. No, they're both pretty bad. Liv is real bad. She.
I think they're 1A and 1B.
Liv is bad too.
Yeah, they're 1A and 1B.
The only reason Liv is on TV, unfortunately, as shallow as it sounds and as terrible as I am, it's only because of the way she looks. Like, her promo abilities suck.
Well, that's
her
why Mandy's on.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's the only reason either of them are still on. That's the reason Dana Brooke is on TV, because they suck. Otherwise, they're just bad. They can't wrestle. Their promos are not good. They're terrible actresses. It's all bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Their looks are the only thing that's carrying them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sorry. I just had to come in here with the hot takes. It's just the truth, though.
So then we have Sheamus with Drew McIntyre. I thought this was a good segment. I mean,
I like this dynamic of these two.
Yes.
I would not be opposed to...
Hashtag Dana deserves better, James says.
Exactly, Minium. People go mental at me when I say that. But it's the truth, though. That's the only reason they're on TV. They're not good otherwise. They're not good otherwise.
Yeah.
It's just, literally, watch. Lana's another one. I really don't think she's that great in the ring. She can't deliver a promo for crap. That's for sure. Like...
What do you mean she can't deliver a promo?
Lana?
She's perfect.
No, she's not.
What? Why not?
Dude, I was literally dying watching her match because she, like, got punched and was like, ah! And I was like, dude, are you that much of a baby? Because if you're that much of a baby, you shouldn't be in a wrestling ring at all, man. I get it if you're trying to be over the top, but it just makes you look stupid.
I feel sorry
Somebody
for
could
her.
have gone, and she could have gone, ah! Ah!
But you gotta feel sorry for her.
No, I don't feel sorry for her at all. She
Yeah,
looks,
you gotta
no,
feel sorry
but I
for her.
don't. She just looks like an idiot.
Well, wouldn't you, like, feel bad knowing when you come into work you're getting slammed through a table?
No, I don't feel bad whatsoever.
I mean, you know, you show up, Lana, number 8 is coming. At some point in time, you just go, I'll see you guys later, I'm going home. I don't want to go through that table. So, peace out.
I don't know, man. Man. I don't care that she's been training so much. I'm not seeing it.
Who's been training?
Lana.
Yeah, she's been doing this.
Like, I just don't see it.
I love to slam Lana through the table every week. Well, gimme hell yeah. Nia Jax seems to be doing that, so...
Oof, you lost a couple of viewers over that opinion, Maven. I don't even care. I come here to be real. And I'm like...
We're not fake!
No. That is just facts, bro. Like, they're not good. And that is the only reason they're on television.
And that's the fact, Jack. Oh, we lost some more.
I tell it how it is.
Look, I yelled and
and
I
if you
scared
don't
people
like
off.
that, okay, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm just saying. I just drop facts. And what I just said was facts.
Why don't we wait until next week to see what's happening? Samoa Joe revealing our booking strategy.
Ah, man.
By the way, hello, WWE Creative. That wasn't even meant to lower the tone. Some fans literally made fun of her, and she cried her eyes out. Yeah, well, I cry when you guys make fun of me, so...
See, the thing about it is, like, I feel bad for her sometimes in the way that, like, people, treat her in some instances. But, like, I'm not... Like, she's just... not good, man.
No. Facts!
Yep. Facts.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I commit people with harsh criticism. That's just what I do. That's because, I'm not a sugar plum, okay? Most people in America are, as
sugar plum.
A lot of the world has shown us. But I tell it like it is. And I'm sorry if you don't like that, but that's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure I do that because Mrs. Gleen is the same way. And Mrs. G is like, she'll tell you if you suck. Okay, she's not going to sugarcoat things.
Nope.
I feel a lot more people should be like that. Because I feel like we would have a lot less snowflakes in society if that was the case.
Or we'd have a bunch of Lanas.
And apparently you brush your hair with a pencil too, Maven. Weirdo. Well, I was going to part my hair and move it that way, but then my hair, it went through my hair. And
That's how I lost my hair. I parted my hair with pencil too many times, and it's now gone.
Well, I was gonna part it like a comb, and move it all to that side. Whatever.
Jack says it's still real to me. Damn it. Jack. You don't know. Jack says, "Give me. I love you. Give me." W Creative. I feel like we are one match away from calling Braun a train. I already call him a train. It's just another name.
Or a train.
Yeah. What's a sugar plum, apart from honest?
Well, a sugar plum, to me, is kind of like a snowflake, where you're just kind of a whisk ball, and, like, you can't take criticism.
Yeah. Jack says, I'd love a bunch of Lanas. I almost read that as llamas. I was like, Jack wants a bunch of llamas, and then I was like, no, that's not what that says. Speaking of snowflakes, that AEW sucked. Yeah, we didn't.
I liked it. What are you talking about?
I want to be y'all's manager for YouTube. Hire me.
Less snowflakes in society? Yes.
Yeah,
it's
less snowflakes.
So after this, the Sheamus and.
By the way, Alexa, you're hired, but we're not paying you because we don't make enough money to pay you.
The Sheamus and McIntyre thing, I liked this. I like this dynamic. I like the idea of these two potentially being tag team partners in the future. I love the whole the vibe of these two working together.
Yeah, Sheamus.
I also just thought it was really cool that they were using not things that Americans say, and it was very fascinating watching this segment.
Yes, it was fascinating. I thought this was good. They do work well together. And I would like to see them do maybe a tag team. Or in some way work together, They have to almost do a tag team because it's just the way they bounce off of each other. It just seems like that's what they'd have to do.
Well, maybe that's the plan. When Drew McIntyre doesn't win the title, they're going to go back to this with Sheamus. I think it would be a good spot, and then maybe they could help tag division. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd love llamas too, Mr. G. Well, good, Jack. I'm glad you like llamas. Mrs. Gleen, wuss ball, my favorite new word. Alexa's either laughing at us because we don't make any money, or just the fact that I just hired her as a manager and she's not getting paid. One of the two. Johnny Lee, why did it take so long for me to see the light before I let the Fiend in? Well, you see, Johnny Lee, not all of us just, wait forever. Some of us just let him in right away. And if you'd just done it the right way, you'd know. You would have been good. Thank God it's liked. We normally just stick people together based on where they are from. Yes. John L., you realize Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler is not going to be a tag thing for long. Yes. It's kind of expected. I think they're doing a good job together.
They shouldn't be a tag team for long.
But I
love their dynamic. They're another one that I really like the dynamic of these two together. I think Shayna is just so like, I'm better than you, and Nia's like, I'm better than you, and I feel like they bounce off of each other really well, and they make some really funny segments.
Even if every other match was awful, Bucks versus FTR made that pay-per-view 4.5 out of 5.
High five to you, because Mr. G was really arguing.
Nope, Jack, I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with you.
I'm gonna have to strongly disagree with you. Okay, FTR and Young Bucks was the match on that pay-per-view that was the best. Should have been the main event. It's really, really sad that it wasn't, but it should have been.
Next week should be Sheamus and Drew in a pub. Well, maybe they could go to the same pub that Sheamus and Jeff Hardy went to. Oh, wait, they tore that up, so maybe they need to go to a different one. Well, I think I know why WWE has been terrible. It's because of this COVID stuff going on. There's no fans, but people on the screen. Yeah, but I think that they can still work some stuff out.
See, but even if there were fans in the building, the show still would suck.
Okay, but see, you can't use that as an excuse, though, okay? Because, like, good TV shows still put together good storylines and good shows without having a crowd.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if they did have a crowd, the shows would still suck.
Yeah, I mean,
because they don't know what they're
I think
doing.
you have to. I don't think you can give them a bye just because there's no crowds.
No, personally, I can't.
I think the crowds can make a show better. Just because you get the cheering and stuff, and not the fake stuff we're getting right now. But overall, I don't think you can overall, I don't think that you can blame this on the crowds. Hashtag Iconics, we need you. Well, Hakeem, they've been split up, so it's not happening. If WWE Creative, if Ronda rumors are true, do you see her returning at Royal Rumble and creating a stable with Shayna and her pals? I do think she will create a stable. I just don't know when.
Who? Sorry.
Ronda and Shayna and the other two stooges. Yeah. Sheamus is a stereotype, so yes, gimme. COVID's been going on for a whole lot of months, so that excuse needs to go now. Yes, and we could have been out of COVID a long time ago, or at least in somewhat safe mode, and we get people that are too stupid to figure it out.
WWE has
too stupid to figure it out.
WWE has so many great matches this year, surrounded by so much rubbish. I 100% agree. Not until the numbers go down. So after this, we have Asuka versus Nia. Baszler interferes in this match, which then leads to like Team Raw fighting each other. I don't really know who the winner of this was. And then, the segment of the show, Lana gets put through the table finally.
So my favorite storylines of the night
would not be this.
The Raw men's team fighting each other. The Raw women's team fighting each other. Whoever wrote this is dumb. Well, I can't come up with anything else, so let's just have like the women's team and the men's team. Let's just have them fight each other. Because we need to. Like, why? It's stupid. Don't get it. WWE Creative, interesting note, Riddle and Rollins are going to be in the same match. Yes. Scott, breaking news. Mandy Rose is hurt legitimately.
I'm not shocked by that, because when she went off the apron in this match, it looked like she landed on her arm pretty hard. So I don't know if she, I don't know what the extent of that injury is. I haven't seen anything about it yet.
WWE Creative, I only booked Mrs. and Ms. Johnny Elite, they need to be fired! Yeah, because, how original is it? Let's have the women's team fight each other and the men's team fight each other. Because we're cool like that. We just, it'd be awesome. Raw is so bad that I didn't even make my usual Raw 4 hours long show.
Of course
Nia is being blamed.
Of course she is, because she was the one that was, messing with Mandy right before, she went down outside the ring. Of course people are blaming Nia. I don't know. I don't want to say that it's all Nia's fault because Mandy's also part of it. And when Mandy's like going through the ropes, she like put her arm on the apron like before she went down, and it like twisted.
Whoever wrote this show should never write again. Yes, I agree. Worst Survivor build in years. Like, what's the build? I mean, there's no reason for any of them to fight each other. I don't understand the whole story.
They're marketing it as the best of the best by fighting one another.
Yeah, like, who cares?
Oh yeah, like Lana and Mandy Rose and Dana are the best that you have on Raw. Are you freaking kidding me? Shut up with that nonsense.
If Retribution wanted to be daring, they'd have set up Twitch accounts. Yes, they would have. Actually, Yim did have one. She should have just like switched over to whatever her name is. What's her name? Reckoning.
I think.
Yeah.
Also might be.
I'm gonna set up a Twitch account now.
Retaliation.
It's gonna be Reckoning. I might set up 5 Twitch accounts. Reckoning, Slapjack, T-Bar, Mace. I'm just gonna set up all kinds of Twitch.
Huh.
Jofo in the ring. What's up? How you doing?
So yeah, this was fun. So Lana went through the table. That's exciting. Can't wait to watch her go through the table next week too. Dude, this is not making anybody feel sympathetic for Lana. This is just stupid. Like, it's just stupid.
I watch Raw just to see Lana go through the table.
No, but I don't. It's just stupid.
They need to like do that at the end of the night.
It's just
because that's what I want to see.
Stupid. It's not making anybody feel sympathetic for her whatsoever. It's just stupid.
No, just followed you on Twitter. Well, thank you. It's one of those things that you sit there and it's. I don't know. I love it. What can I say?
No, you really don't. Either Vince thinks this is really funny, or Vince is trying to pull the sympathy card.
No, the funny part is that anybody that thinks that Lana's
bad for her.
Okay, but that's the funny part. Is anybody that thinks that they're going to draw sympathy for her just because of this is just kidding themselves. Just saying.
It's not working. Stop doing
honestly,
it.
I think the Survivor Series build has been hindered as it's clear they can't have had invasions due to the COVID stuff. They could have figured something out though. But they could be cutting promos, and they just don't.
But
the
thing about it is, though, they're all in the same place. They're all at the Thunderdome. They're all there and relatively around that area. Why couldn't they have done the invasion stuff?
Yeah. Scott, if there are no stakes, why should I care about Raw versus SmackDown, honestly? I agree. Joe Fo, totally agree with the Lana situation.
It's not working. Cool. Stop doing it. It just makes people angry to see it on TV every week now. Because
hence,
it's taking up time for the show.
Team drama. Yeah, but it's still, the team drama just seems stupid. Mr. G is trolling. Scott, I would never troll.
Vince thinks it's funny. He has an effed up mind. Yeah, man.
Yes.
I mean, he thinks a lot of things are funny that aren't necessarily funny. But, I don't know. So after this, we have Angel Garza.
Hold on, wait. Here's a rose for all of you. It's pretend. I don't really have one. So here. All of you can have this. Because all of you love me.
Guys.
And I love all of you.
Guys.
And just for all the people out there that are in our channel, I want to thank you for coming in. And if I had a real rose here, you would love it. But since I don't, you're probably going to be very angry with me. So you just have to accept this pretend rose that I'm going to give to you. Because I am that good. And so, here.
On Gimme Holy Eye, we were counting down until the show was done. I was counting down until the show was done. Hey, guess what? Me too. Because this show didn't keep my interest at all. No, not at all. It sucked. Why are we continuing these cringy Angel Garza promos?
He's trying to find.
They're not good. Like, I don't know.
Pretend Rose. What a great booking idea.
Like, she looks stressed about this long situation. She looks the same way. Mr. G had John Cena in his hand.
Yes, that's what it was. I had John Cena.
I don't understand why we are continuing these Angel Garza.
Jenny's here. We have now. Like, we can really start to talk about wrestling since Jenny's here.
Like, I don't understand this. These are cringy. I think what's ultimately going to happen is he's going to be giving the rose. He's talking to, like, the audience right now, but I feel like that's going to change because they're probably going to continue this over the next couple of weeks. And I think that it's ultimately going to change because he's going to have some sort of new manager or something, and then he's going to give the rose to this manager of his. But he's like speaking to the audience right now, which I feel is a bit weird and a bit cringy. And he's just assuming that all the people watching are female fans because he said that in his promo.
Who are you kidding? It's not a bit weird. It's a lot weird.
He's like, you ladies deserve so much better. And I'm like,
dude, I'm not a lady.
I'm like, but wait. I don't know, man, but I'm assuming that he's probably going to have some sort of, like, new manager person because Zelina's not around anymore. And so, ultimately, he's going to be giving this rose to this new person in his life.
So he's Rico Suave.
I don't know, man, but this is Garza, ... Hakeem, I know, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry for you, man, because this is the second week in a row that he's given roses to people, and I know that you two were exclusive. And I'm so sorry about that, man. Mate, it's weird. I want Angel to be May sprayed.
That's what they need to do.
It's so cringy, though.
They need to have someone, like, just the camera, like, looking down on him as he goes to the ground.
And,
like,
so
some
cringy.
voice going, don't ever try and send us roses again.
It's so cringy.
Mate, it's weird. Maybe Tessa? Could be. I want Angel to be May sprayed. Is Angel Garza a rib on the speaking out movement? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they dug that low. I don't know. It just seems goofy.
It's stupid, man. His new manager will be Eva Marie. I wouldn't be shocked by that. I rejected the rose and RKO'd Garza's ass as well as curb stomped his ass. Man. Agreed. I blocked Garza after this promo. Good for you, man. Good for you. You don't need him anyways. I mean, he's giving everybody roses.
Move on from him, Akeem.
He's just a worthless piece of trash.
Yes.
So I don't know the purpose of these. This is stupid. Didn't Garza like Charlie Caruso? Yeah, he did at one point, and then he was all like, Demi Burnett, here's a rose for you.
He's moved on.
And then he gave Nia a rose, and I don't know.
Imagine Eva Marie saving Lana. Imagine anybody saving Lana.
I solved the problem myself. This is just so bad, man. It's so cringy, and it's not doing anything for him. And now they're calling him the Lethal Lothario, which sounds pretty stupid. And they were calling him that a couple weeks ago when they did the draft, and I was like, who's called him that? Absolutely nobody. So please stop. So Garza, I don't know what else to say about this. You have anything else to add?
Here's a rose for everybody.
This is just I don't
Do you think WWE? I do not think WWE because that starts to hurt my head. I stopped thinking WWE like months ago.
I know the feeling.
Mr. G would save Lana. No, I would tell Nia to put her through the table again.
Yeah, Garza will find better. Mm-hmm.
Garza should save Lana. Maybe that's where we're headed.
That would be so dumb.
Garza and Lana.
That would be so dumb.
Miro return. Speaking of roses, did anyone notice Alexa had flowers? Maybe a hint. Could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
So yeah, that was that. It was a bit
Then we get
cringy.
Next is match of the night.
The 24/7 7-11
Why?
995 365 24-34 championship match.
Why?
It was a 7-way match. It was R-Truth. You didn't even write down all 7 people.
Well, that's because I didn't care.
Oh, no, you did. You did.
I put Lucha House Party.
R-Truth, Akira Tozawa, Lucha House Party, Tucker, Eric of the Viking Raiders, and Gulak. And they all won the 24/7 championship at least once.
14 times, I think.
And
they are all now 14-time 24/7 champions.
And I don't know.
All of them. All of them are 24.
Guys. The big thing that came out of this match was that Tucker has won a championship before Otis.
Yeah.
Wow. We thought this splitting him up was going to be bad for his career, man. I mean, look at him now. Oh my gosh, this is absolute classic 10 out of 10.
Well, you thought they were going to do some story. You're going to do some storyline with Tucker and Otis.
No, apparently not.
No. Obviously, WWE Creative has it right. The new Killer's Row of jobbers. He has now become a jobber.
This is bad, man. This is bad. Very, very bad.
This is like even R-Truth couldn't save this one.
Nope. This was awful. So ultimately, R-Truth walks out with the 24/7 title, and I don't know. I don't.
Jack says Raw was a house show with a camera and written entirely at the 11th hour by Vince, who is mad that Best Friends Forever won't be present after 12 on 8. Scott says Tucky was split up from Otis to fight for a worthless POS title. Yes, I agree. What in the bloody hell are they doing with Tucker? Killing him. Better yet, what are they doing with Gulak? Like, he was like cruiserweight in the cruiserweight, title hunt, and now he's like 24/7 title hunt.
Man. Don't worry, we have a segment for Thanksgiving dinner with Otis coming up. Can't wait! Oh my gosh.
He'll have that turkey leg, though. That's the important thing. To be honest, I never expected Tucker to make it to these heights by himself. I can't believe he got a title shot.
I can't believe he won a title.
I think he win it twice?
I think so.
Yeah. He's now a two-time 24/7 champion.
Oh, man. This is why WWE are losing tag teams.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, this is so old. Yeah, man.
Meltzer would give the 7-way match 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, this was, like, terrible.
This was bad.
Like, bad. Like, it was worse than bad.
It was atrocious.
Yeah.
It was terrible. So after this, we have Ollie versus Ricochet. Ollie ends up putting Ricochet to sleep. I didn't care. I didn't care. It didn't matter how good this match was. It didn't matter what they did with it. I didn't care. Ollie won, so he's win. Like, good for him. But Retribution is still a freaking joke.
The problem, that's the biggest problem with this. This would be a good match if they didn't have, like, the whole Retribution thing behind it and they built it up a little bit.
The Tucker split. Management are seeing what it'll take to make a mask for a release. This is why WWE are losing wrestlers? Yup.
Well, why do you ruin the stuff you have going?
Well,
I don't understand it. I mean, like, you had Ricochet and Ali, and you've turned both of these guys into, like, a joke. And the whole Retribution thing could have, if done right, could have been good. And, tying Ricochet into the storyline could have been good. But with what they've done, it's terrible. Like, really bad. Best match of the night, but that's not saying much. I would have to not agree. I don't think it was the best match of the night. I thought it was a good match, but I don't think it was the best match of the night.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was not good.
I didn't like it.
I'm in the same boat. Mercedes dodged the biggest of bullets by asking to leave Retribution. Yes, because it would have been like a career-ending move. She was like, I see this going down the toilet. Get me out. Now. Today. Right now.
Oh, man.
This second.
So after this, we have the main event. Randy Orton and Miz and Morrison versus McIntyre and the New Day.
I was expecting the Fiend.
This was very original.
Well, I thought it was, like, the whole thing I thought was dumb.
I've never seen these 5 guys.
6
guys.
There was 6, okay. It was 3-on-3. Just so you know.
I've never seen these
4
6
guys, 5 guys. How many there are?
I've never seen these 6 guys.
There was no best match because it wouldn't be fair.
I never saw these 6 guys on Raw aside from this match tonight. So, it was really original and really, I was really I really needed to see Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre on TV again. And I needed to see them in a match with one another again because I needed to. It's it was really necessary.
Yeah. Like, Like it's like I need like it was so necessary. Like I need a hole in my head.
Yeah.
I
What WWE are doing right now, it makes me sick to my stomach. The reason why MJF is in the inner circle is to split them up. I agree and disagree. The Rock card was like throwing an interception. I can't wait to see the ratings for this show. Yeah, man, they're gonna suck. Man, I wish they would finally give Morrison the singles push he deserves. I agree. I would really love a Morrison singles push, but we're probably never gonna get it. OMG, call-ups to Raw. OMG, no, let's not. Did Randy Orton even tag in during the match? I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of in and out of this. I didn't pay attention to it completely.
I don't think so.
I was doing other things on the computer.
I don't think he ever tagged in.
So I don't know for sure.
But again, I was like in and out like twice. So
because this was very entertaining and it really kept my interest.
I've been telling you, WWE's going to be stupid and give their championship to Drew McIntyre next week. No,
they're not. They're not going to do that. Drew McIntyre's not winning the match because I think The Fiend is going to get involved in that because The Fiend wants the title, so it's ultimately going to be The Fiend versus Randy Orton or whatever the heck at the next pay-per-view, aside from Survivor Series. I think that it's going to be Drew and Sheamus who are tagging, hopefully, please. And I think that it's going to be, I don't know. It's going to probably be Roman and Randy at Survivor Series still. Unless Roman pulls, I'm not fighting you, and I'm putting Jey Uso in my place. And then it would be Jey Uso versus Randy Orton, which I could see happening. Because Roman doesn't want to fight Randy Orton.
Yeah.
As a way to protect Roman, I suppose. Anyway, kind of. Please don't split up Miz and Morrison. We need them for the tag division. We don't need another stupid tag team breakup. While I agree with that, we don't need another stupid tag team breakup. And I also really like what they're doing with them. I think they're kind of funny when given the right stuff. Generally, it's crap, but they can kind of make it a little bit better. But it would be nice to see a Morrison singles run.
Yeah.
I just don't know that we're going to get it.
Probably not. So what's the plan for Taker at Survivor?
Honestly, I don't know. They're supposed to... It's going to be like his final show or something like that, like his final appearance.
I don't think it's going to be his final appearance.
I feel like, okay, but the issue I have with that is that the match that he had with AJ Styles at WrestleMania was such a good one to go out on because it was so good. And it was good. And so why mess that up and do another match that might not be as good as the AJ Styles and Undertaker one was?
I agree to a certain extent, but I think that...
But it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because he's already said that he's done and he's not wrestling again.
I just have a feeling he's going to go out at Mania.
He already went out at Mania.
I think...
Final show like the last 10 times? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're marketing it as his last appearance ever. They're like doing all this build up because it's the 30th anniversary of The Undertaker or whatever. And so, I guess we'll see what they do with it.
Maybe he passes his torch off to somebody.
I highly doubt that's going to happen.
That'd be cool.
No, I highly doubt that's going to happen because they're not.
He hands the coat over and the hat over to somebody.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
That would be awesome.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Who? I don't know. But...
I don't think it's going to happen because WWE will never have another Undertaker. Nobody can even remotely fill his shoes in what he's done in his career. No, it'd be stupid to do that, personally, in my opinion.
Taker will get escorted to the ring by Bruce Pritchard. Yes. Brother Love.
Sting versus Undertaker has been heavily rumored for years. While I agree with that, the last I heard, WWE's not clearing him to wrestle. So
no. And he's he is now going to be in the AEW. So. What is the point of these 5-on-5 match Survivor Series when it absolutely means nothing at all? Why can't they make it like the winning team has a gauntlet match where the winner gets a title shot? That'd be cool. Taker versus Goldberg 2. Fingers crossed.
No. Nobody needs that.
And toes.
Nobody needs that. Nobody at all. Nobody. No.
That'd be cool.
No.
Wouldn't it?
No.
Taker versus Goldberg.
No.
I couldn't see Taker. I couldn't see Taker doing another match with Goldberg.
No, because he wouldn't do it because he was mad in that match.
Yeah,
he was mad that Goldberg knocked himself out before the match even started and then proceeded to knock himself out again by running into the ring post because he didn't know what he was doing. So,
Taker's son might have that honor. Do you think Pac is going to turn on Kenny Omega when he takes the championship from Moxley? Yes.
So, that was Raw, guys.
That was Raw.
It was a great show. Great. Like, best Raw of the year. Like probably best Raw of the century.
Here, should I show off your picture?
I don't know. Would people want to see my picture? Because you
might give them
a bit of a forewarning.
Do you want to see Maven's? It's kind of gory. Some people have seen it.
You might wait a second. Before you put that up there.
Well, it won't okay. If you want to see Maven's makeup, not makeup, her special effects.
It is makeup.
Well, it's makeup.
It is makeup, you weirdo. It's special effects makeup.
Yeah, special effects. Her special effects. If you want to see that, let me know, and I'll put it up here real quick. I want to see it. You've probably already seen it.
Probably, but he probably wants to see it again because it's just great.
I will tell you, if you don't if you're squeamish and things like that, then you might not want to look at it. I know some people are squeamish and don't like to see things like this.
It's pretty cool though. If you don't follow us on Twitter, you wouldn't.
After this, I'm gonna go listen to depressing music.
You like my shirt I bought, Minium? Yeah, it's really freaking cool. It's a really cool Kenny Omega shirt. I'll show that to Mr. G real quick.
I was in there for a second.
See.
Oh, that's cool.
So cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
So cool.
All right, if you're squeamish, then you might want to turn away here in a second. If you're not squeamish and you like seeing things, worst Raw of the year. Yeah, I would say it's pretty close, Scott. It's pretty close to worst Raw of the year. All right, here it comes.
Mr. G will love it. It looks so cool. So, yeah. It's cool makeup that I did the other day. Actually, it was probably about a week ago. Actually, it was probably maybe closer to 2 weeks ago. No, it was 2 weeks ago. I did this 2 weeks ago, and it looks really cool. I've done some cool stuff in between this one and the one that... after this Raw, I'm going to listen to the Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys are fire! Backstreet Boys are great. Love their music. So good.
Maybe I won't be able to pull this in because it's saving it as a G.
Well, that's dumb.
Save image as...
Well, that's dumb.
See, I'm trying to save it as a JPEG.
That's dumb. Well, why not? Just click save.
I will, but it's not going to save it as a JPEG.
Well, just are you sure about that?
See?
Well, that's weird.
Give me 1 second.
Scott, we love you. It's not worth it. Stop, Jack. The Backstreet Boys are fire. What are you even talking about? The Backstreet Boys are great. Like I said, they're fire.
Just keep talking. I'll just listen. To Ramstein.
Ramstein? Never heard of him. I have no idea who that is. Who that is. Yeah, I have no clue. I don't have a clue. I listen to good music. Now, what is that classified as? Pretty much anything. Backstreet's back. All right. Yeah, man. Backstreet Boys are great. I don't know who that is. I would love to give you my input, but I don't know who that is.
All right.
Literally never heard of them.
Hopefully that worked.
What? Minium. Minium what? What are you yelling at me for? I'll be listening to Justin Bieber and put me to sleep. Ouch, that's cold. He has some good music.
Oh, it did work. Look, here we go.
Oh my goodness! Can they see my face? That was a bit.
So here we are. This was
make it a bit smaller, bro. It doesn't even fit. Just put it over the chat.
Is it on there?
I don't know.
I think they can.
Let me fix it.
Put it where?
Put it over here so they can still see me.
Oh.
And make it a bit smaller. See, there's my face. It's really big.
There.
There you go.
So this is Maven's work. Her special effects work.
Yeah, because I'm great.
Forehead alert.
I was Dom for a minute. I was impersonating Dom for a minute. Justin Burberry can cut my hair. Oh, man. That's freaking cool. Thanks. I put a card in my eyeball.
Yeah, this was her work.
Good thing the baby's not watching. Wow. Thanks. That's what I do in my spare time. This. That looks real as well. OMG. Wow. I've just...
Yeah, if you'd seen it,
my team is blown away.
Seen it up close, you'd, be going, yeah,
oh my
that's...
gosh. Dude,
that's,
I literally,
real.
though, it takes me a while to do that. I can sit downstairs for 2, 3,
Lovely,
4, 5
Maven.
hours.
Lovely.
But I do that in my spare time.
Yeah, she does that in her spare time.
I did this one the other day.
I've seen this because I subbed to you your Twitter. You have quite the poker face, Maven.
I did this one
That's
the
pretty
other
good. You can't impersonate Dom without swearing like a sailor.
But I did that one the other day. It looks pretty cool. The lighting is kind of weird, but yeah. I did that to my face the other day, so that was cool. So, yeah.
All right, now that we showed off the exciting, makeup work that you do.
Yep, to the 14 people that are in here.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow me for my makeup stuff, and you're in here and you don't already, you should. It's, I'll put my Instagram in the chat.
You can follow her on Instagram. She'll put her Instagram in the chat. I can't lie. Ant looks like Tucker. Ant's not as big. Second photo looks like the Westworld from Walking Dead.
Oh, thanks.
Sick. You should join Gwar. Or Gwar. Gwar?
Who knows? Not I.
G-War. Ants more Otis. Hakeem, it's on. Look, Hakeem's brought it out now. So
There's
special effects horror film makeup from the girl who has
Instagram.
watched 2 horror films in her life. Yes, she's watched 2 horror films in her life. She made fun of both of them.
What are you talking
she's
about?
watched 3. 4.
4. I've seen 4. I watched Poltergeist. I watched The Exorcist. I watched Halloween, and I watched The Night of the Living Dead, which I don't classify as a horror movie, so I've seen 3.
You should look up Silent Hill of Monsters, maybe.
And none of them were scary.
Yeah, you could look up Silent Hill of Monsters.
So, yeah, that's what I do with my spare time. I rip my face apart.
Yes.
Pretty fun.
Rips her face apart and makes it look like that.
Okay, 3.
3.
Okay, 4. 3. I don't classify Night of the Living Dead as a horror movie.
Thoughts on the page Stalker?
Did you see that?
I did not.
Okay. I saw that. Apparently, her boyfriend and her, some dude, came to their house, and, her boyfriend, put him in a headlock and, held him there until the police came, and they were I'm just can we not?
Here's my thoughts.
Can people stop being Fruit Loops?
We should just execute the guy.
Can we just stop being Fruit Loops? Because this is I don't know.
DDT him 17 times.
Does Raw classify as a horror show? Well, if we're classifying that as a horror show, then I don't know.
That's why we showed the picture. Is because of the horror show that Raw was today.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's Twitch related more than wrestling page. Probably, but the fact is just people are dumb.
I don't understand why people have
Yeah, get a life.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people are just...
Bigger Twitch streamers are known to have stalkers. Yeah, I'm hoping someday I get big on Twitch.
Her boyfriend should
and somebody
practice
stalks
moves
me.
on him.
That'd be cool.
Man, I don't understand why people are losers. Stop being a freakazoid and get a life.
Thoughts on the page Stalker? Don't know him. I do know if there's a report like this of a Becky story, I'd be instantly checking James' Twitter. Because they have more interaction than other platforms. Yes, they do.
So, yeah, guys.
We know all about the interaction with people.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't have the, 15,000 that she has. We just have 15. But we're close.
So.
Oh, sorry. We lost one.
14.
Now we have 14. We're one fewer or one shorter from being like able to be closer to her.
I feel bad for Paige. Me too. I feel bad for her because I feel like she's being put in a really tough position with the whole WWE thing and all this stuff, and it just sucks.
Thoughts on New Japan Wrestling? We have not watched a lot of...
Why did you say it like that? New Japan Pro Wrestling. You didn't say pro.
Okay,
well,
sorry.
You read it. If it was NJW, then like fine. But it's
sorry.
NJPW. New Japan Pro Wrestling.
We haven't watched a lot of it. We've just watched a little bit of it. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of thoughts on the New Japan Pro Wrestling. Is her boyfriend a wrestler? I would choke slam him and maybe hold him in a submission move.
No, he's not a wrestler. He's in a band. Ronnie Radke. I can't freaking remember what his band is called. They've got some pretty decent music.
It's the Radkeys.
But no, he's not a wrestler. He's in a band.
We did an awesome NJPW watch along.
Yes, Trump fired him by a tweet. Oh yeah, Trump fired the defense secretary. I've seen that he's back to firing people. You're fired. He's back to
He's back to being the apprentice. He's confused with jobs. He's the president, and he thinks he's the apprentice.
You're fired.
That's her ex, who is in a bit of trouble with the law at the moment. Well, you know, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've been dumped by text twice. Jack?
Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Being dumped by text would suck.
I don't know what to say to that.
I do. You text him back and say, don't ever do that again. I know where you live. Oh, he's in a band. He can still use wrestling moves for practice.
What is his band called? I'm going to have to look it up now.
The Radkeys.
No, it's not. What is his band called?
The band.
No!
Did you figure it out?
Falling in reverse!
Yeah, that's stupid. I like the Radkeys better.
Nope.
Let's change it.
No. Falling in reverse. They have some pretty good music,
McAfee,
actually.
Or McAfee.
McAfee.
You want to know what? Is this like a promo?
I think this is a promo.
All right, so should I read it as a promo?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold on. You want to know why I said what I said last week? Why these boys are deadly. Simple. They're what I like to call Terminators. You know, from the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Now that that's over with, I'm going to put out a challenge.
Wow. You really delivered that with, like, feeling that.
How was that, Johnny Lee?
Trump texting Linda. Mr. Deppers and all that. You're fired. How would you bring Sammy Guevara back when Matt Hardy beat him? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. It'd be interesting how to do it. Here comes part 2. Oh, I gotta finish it then, huh? I agree. It sucked, Mr. G. Yeah, I could imagine. Here comes part 2.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I'm waiting.
Oh boy. I can't wait till Friday, guys. I feel like we just had Friday and we just had SmackDown. But I can't wait for Friday again solely because of the Mysterio family. They are the light at the end of the week.
And Lars will probably give another impressive performance.
That's why SmackDown is the best show. SmackDown is my favorite show during the week. Aside, like, if we're looking for, like, a comical view on things, SmackDown is it.
Yes, SmackDown is it, no matter what.
I love SmackDown. It's so, so funny. And it's a 2-hour show as opposed to a 3-hour show, which is also nice. And the Mysterios, you know, Dominic Mysterio and Elia Mysterio and Rey Mysterio and not Angie Mysterio because she hasn't been on TV for weeks. And we have Seth Rollins and Murphy and it's just so fun, and I love.
Lars next week. Should I do it?
Go ahead.
I talked to my bullies. I almost killed them and pushed them into a wall. I always planned to do this. The kids were scared. I cried. Happiness. The teachers. Winked at me.
Oh, man. SmackDown is bad, but at least it's funny. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why it's my favorite show, though. Because I get to go all Dominic Mysterio on everybody. Dad. Aaliyah. Seth. I can't believe that you're doing this. Murphy is a bad dude. Aaliyah, what are you thinking? It's my favorite. I love getting to do his promos. They're always the same, but it's real freaking funny. Aw, man.
NXT's dropping the ball. It was the best one. Definitely. If you have not watched NXT UK, go watch NXT UK. Because right now, knock on wood, it is the best. Lars sucks. Mr. G, LOL. Lars is halfway up the stairs. What is Aleister Black even doing? Nobody knows.
I don't know, man. He's not even on TV. They drafted him to SmackDown for what? For what?
Remember when everybody headed to Rey Mysterio's family storyline? Now everyone likes it again. I hate it. Does Mr. G
it's really,
ask?
Really,
that's just because of the.
Really funny.
That's just because of the impressions you can do. Does Mrs. G ask you to do Lars impressions?
Well, that is true.
No, she doesn't.
Well, that is true, and I
Jay headbutted a man in the dingle dangle.
Wow. I love doing the impressions.
There was a show where a kid...
That is the best. There was
a show where a kid... I don't even remember what the movie was. This guy went... he kicked him in the ding-ding. You have to hear it. It's good. NXT UK might have match of the year. Definitely might have match of the year. And the two that I think are probably match of the year contenders were in the same week.
See, but the thing about
Sasha and Bailey, and then the Walter and Dragunov.
But nothing compares to when Jake watched. Nothing compares to when Jake watched the Royal Rumble match and he went, oh. So I gotta tell you guys this story. It was really freaking funny, and I have it on video.
Do you want to do that, or do you want me to do the promo first? Because I got two here.
Oh, you can do the promo first. That's fine. Go ahead, do the promo.
So I got the one here that's.
Go ahead and do the promo, and then I'm gonna tell the story because it's really funny, and I have it on video, and I should put the video up on Twitter so people can see it because it was really funny. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a challenge. Me and the boys versus you and your boys at Hell in a Cell. Not enough? Why don't we add a Hell in a Cell match in there? Still not satisfied? Why don't we go all the freaking way and make this a Hell in a Cell I Quit Steel Cage match? Oh, and why don't you have Oni and Danny put the titles on the line? Am I supposed to do the Lars screams here?
Sure.
Screams and scares the kids away.
You didn't even scream. You just said
screams. Oh, was I supposed to scream?
I suppose. I don't know.
I don't know if
man.
I was supposed to. Ah! The ding ding, a bike bell. Yes, there's a movie. I'll have to find what the movie is.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna tell this story. So it was right towards the beginning of the whole pandemic era where they were doing shows in the in the Performance Center without people there, and they showed this recap, or they showed the Royal Rumble match from this year where Drew McIntyre won, and I caught this all on video because my brother was sitting here with me. Now this is I don't know how old he is. How old is Jake? 14?
Yes.
He's 14. So he's sitting beside me. I've got the headphones on, and I'm watching this, and he's doing commentary on this match that he's never seen before. He doesn't have a clue who these people are, and it was really funny. And I like I said, I got it all on video. So we're sitting there, and we get to the point in this Royal Rumble match where it was Ricochet came out, and Ricochet was like getting beat up by Brock, and then Drew McIntyre came out, and it was right before Drew eliminated Brock, right? And so Ricochet, he like hits a low blow on Brock, and he goes, "Oh, he just got kicked in the crotch." And I was like, "What? what, dude? And so he's sitting there. I'm dying laughing. And then they pan over to Paul Heyman. And my brother's doing commentary, and he's like, speaking as Paul Heyman, he goes, oh, he's like got his hands on his face. Oh, my bald head can't handle this. I can't believe he just got kicked in the crotch. And it was so funny. I have it on video, and I'm going to need to put it out there because
it was funny.
It was hilarious, and you will laugh when you see the video.
Don't say that ever again. You're also grounded.
Because it was so funny. Like,
Ricochet should go back to being a superhero. Yes, he was better off being a superhero. I think John Elite's got more to this promo that he wants me to finish.
Shoot, how long is this promo, dude?
There we are. You have till next week to decide. If you don't, there'll be a price to pay. And what happens next, it won't be on me, but on you.
Oh, boy.
There we are.
Wow.
Was that good enough for you, John Elite?
That was an epic promo. Fist bumps to you, dude.
Yeah.
My Dominic Mysterio promos are better. Sorry.
Almost. Not as good as my Lars promos.
Mm-mm. My Dominic Mysterio promos are far superior.
Yes.
The battle of the promos, you really want to try me?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't want to try it. That'd be too tough.
Didn't think so.
Of course, I would scare you, and you would be
Didn't
in bad shape.
In his Nightwing outfit. Mighty Mouse!
Oh, dude, he doesn't need to be a superhero. The superhero crap is awful.
Mighty Mouse would be cool.
I hate Ricochet's promos, dude. When Ricochet's out there and he's all like,
He's another one.
golly gee, look at me. I'm just happy to be here.
His biggest issue is
Are you
just
kidding me, bro?
He does too much with his face.
It's dumb. He does stupid
MAVEN'S
faces.
Z. All right.
Do we have anything else to talk about? I don't think so.
I don't know if I have anything else to talk about.
I don't think so. 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 Ricochet should join Retribution.
No, he shouldn't.
That would be a real demotion from where he's at right now.
Well, it might not be because the way they're using him now doesn't matter.
Hey, do we recall that time when I made up words? Yeah, me too. That was on Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Heard the Wrestle Kingdom matches. Are you asking if we heard the Wrestle Kingdom matches, or is that what he's asking us?
I don't know.
Or, I mean, he's got a question mark there, so I'm assuming he's asking us, have you heard the Wrestle Kingdom matches? I don't know.
Oh, I think Hakeem has written up a promo for me. Oh, look at that. I need to channel my inner Dominic Mysterio. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Aaliyah! Murphy is a bad man. Him and Seth are friends. They're evil. They're not nice. They did bad things to our family, Aaliyah. There you go.
I'm glad people come in and give us promos to do because everybody's making fun of us. Yeah, They announced main events for Wrestle Kingdom. I have not seen them.
Yes, I forgot how old my brother was for a second. I don't ever remember my siblings' ages. I'm around them all the time. I don't remember how old they are.
Is Wrestle Kingdom New Japan's version of WrestleMania? Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
Good night, guys. Great show tonight. See you all Wednesday night. Good night, James. And Wednesday's actually is Veterans Day is Wednesday, right? Am I wrong?
I think it's Wednesday.
We will tell you Happy Veterans Day on Wednesday, James. In fact, we'll tell you Happy Veterans Day all week. So Happy Veterans Day, James. Have a good one.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So I don't think there's anything else. I'm looking on Twitter to see if there's anything else, and I'm not seeing.
Anything on the card for NXT? Yes, matches.
You got me, man. I haven't seen anything.
I do not know what's going to be on NXT.
I didn't know what was happening on Raw tonight, guys. Until the show started.
Vets Day is Wednesday. That's what I thought.
I didn't know what was happening on this show.
Nope. Didn't know what was happening on the show.
Because they didn't tell us anything.
They don't share things with us, so we don't know. Yes, Ibushi and Naito, night one. Winner faces Jay Lethal. Then Okada will Ospreay as well.
Neat.
I need to probably need to start doing some New Japan, getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and doing New Japan wrestling.
That will not include me.
Yeah, we know. Would you be if Ricochet? Would you be if Ricochet? I'm assuming would you be angry if Ricochet joined Retribution? Yes, I would be. All right. I think we're gonna take off.
I think
We
so
will
too.
be
I'm
back.
not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything.
Raquel and Xia Li. Is that on NXT?
It might be.
Yeah, I think
sure,
it
but I haven't
said
seen
something about
anything.
that.
So.
All right, we are 5 in the morning. It's nearly 6 here. Yes.
Sorry, man. I couldn't do it. I can't be up at 5 in the morning.
What is Wrestle Kingdom anyway?
I don't know for sure.
Jonelle, I don't think it makes sense. For
Whole
you to
Maniacs
join.
are up at 6 a.m. for the Wrestle Story. And we thank you for that. But I will not be returning the favor for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I don't. I'd be dead.
Wednesday. We will be here Wednesday.
Oh, we will not have a show for NXT UK this week because we have an eye doctor's appointment.
Oh, yes. Well, we could do a late one. Like we did
Well, I
last
guess
week.
we could if we want to do that.
It will just be late.
Okay, then we will be late.
I don't know what time we'll be.
Because we have an eye doctor's appointment. I'm getting contact finally so I can stop wearing these stupid glasses.
Yeah.
So.
With that,
we will be here.
Wrestle Kingdom is New Japan's WrestleMania. Yeah.
So just
what day is it, Gimme Julia?
Disregard all the information
I mean, I could
that just
look it
came
up.
out of my mouth. Yeah, you could just look it up. But we have a show. Yeah, Gimme Royale will be on live during.
Yes, you can check them out.
NXT
What time is it?
At the right time.
I'm assuming it's...
We'll be up later. Because stuff.
I'm assuming it's 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock our time, which would be like 8 o'clock their time, I think. Am I wrong? Give me a yeah. Ant. So let me take all the whole of Maniacs back. You could have them back, I guess. Sorry.
But when you're done, we want them back.
Yeah. We don't have a cool tagline like Holomaniacs. We just like the Wrestle Story.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Strange. I'm getting my new glasses.
Day boy, get contacts. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Jack.
And he said, I'm getting my new glasses. Day boy, get contacts. So apparently, during the day, he wears contacts. And at night, he wears glasses.
No, or he's saying strange. I'm getting my new glasses day before.
Because he wears sunglasses at night. Yes, we're 6 hours ahead. Yes.
Ew.
So I think it's 8 o'clock their time. We was considering doing Talk and Shop of Mania, but it starts at 3 a.m. Are you guys doing it? No.
No, I don't think so. That's the Anderson and Gallows thing. They have that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Day before.
I need to start doing some Impact though.
See, but that's not Impact. That's just their thing right there.
I know, but I need to start doing some Impact stuff and Ring of Honor and start throwing some other stuff out there. Unbelievable. Or was it just believable? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, with that, we're taking off. We will see you guys.
Dyslexic keyboard. I know the feeling, dude.
See you guys on Wednesday. Until then, peace out.